Hello, my name is Sunny and today is October 31st, 2015. It means we are hours from the beginning of NaNoWriMo. I decided to dress up today for work. I am business Cheshire Cat. I'm my standard Cheshire Cat, just with the addition of my blazer. And I decided to wear my mini fake pocket watch as if I'd eaten the white rabbit. So we're mere hours away from NaNoWriMo, and here are some of the things that I'm going to be doing to get myself ready last second. The first thing I'm going to do is take all of this crazy off and get comfortable. Well, that's better. And it's not necessary to turn yourself into a blueberry for that step. Step 2, get yourself some water or something else to drink. You want to stay hydrated while you're writing. You don't want to have to get up repeatedly to get a drink of water. So the other thing I like to drink is tea. Hot tea and coffee. Those are the things that I tend to gravitate towards during NaNoWriMo. Very comforting, very soothing, and so I stop freaking out. Third thing I do, gather my notes together. I've got notes everywhere. I've been compiling them in different places. I've been trying to stay organized, but they're everywhere. Most of them are on my computer, some of them are in my notebook, and I could not find some information yesterday as I was prepping, so I have to figure that out. And what am I doing specifically for prepping as we approach NaNoWriMo? I have 3 areas that I'm concentrating on. I'm concentrating on plot, character, and setting, and obviously I'm keeping in mind the conflict and suspense learning that I did in September. So, but what I'm specifically going to be doing for the next couple hours, I've got 10 scenes that I have to go through, and what I'm going to do is find the objective of the character. I'm going to see what kind of obstacles I can throw in their way, and then see what kind of outcome happens from that. And I'm going to do that for my 10 biggest scenes in the story, and that way I have a big chunk already thought through, and I don't have to worry about those. And so if I'm stuck anywhere in the story in getting to these scenes, I can always just go forward and write them. And those are going to be the big powerful scenes as well. I'm going to try to make those the ones where we have big revelations and big things are happening, and so I'm going to try to prep those before we hit the gong and start. The other thing I'm going to try to do, I've got 5 characters that I'd like to explore their voice, see how they show up on the page. Like I've said before, I kind of struggle doing this. I tend to go into brainstorming mode and less like what do they sound like on the page. So I'm going to focus in on that probably for like a half hour, an hour, and see how these characters sound. And I think I'm going to continue doing that as I move through NaNoWriMo. At least in this first week, I'm going to try to nail down these characters, especially as we start off. And the third thing that I'm concentrating on is my setting. So I've got actually 9 major settings, major places that some of my big scenes are going to take place, and so I'm just going to brainstorm a few key details about them and try to figure out how they are laid out, what kind of mood I want those settings to evoke in the reader, and various things like that. I want to try to stay away from some cliche settings and see what kind of interesting world building I can do with them as well. So I've got those few things. I say few, but that's a lot. I have all of that stuff that I can work on until we hit the bell and go. I'm so very excited about this. I've got everybody at work excited for me, and because nobody else writes. I don't know anybody in my real life that writes, and so I'm incredibly pumped. I don't know if maybe during the day tomorrow I should go to a write-up. I mean, do that, yeah. If your municipal liaison has a meetup scheduled and on day 1, go to it. I think I will. I think that'll be great. So I'm just pumped. I hope you guys are right along with me. I hope that your first night goes very well. I may check in tomorrow with a video to, let you know how I'm doing so far. I don't know how much I'm going to try to do tonight before I go to sleep, because eventually I'm going to fall asleep, probably around like 3 or 4 a.m. But what's really exciting, so last year I did 3,800 words in the first day. So that was like from midnight and then during the day on the first day. So that's a lot of words in one day. And this year I want to do more. I kind of really want to do a 10K day on day one. That would be crazy, but I'm so keyed up for this and I'm so ready for it, and I'm so excited to get into this story that I might actually be able to do it. I'll be okay if I won't, because I just want to beat the 3,800 that I did. So this is my tracking sheet from last year. I really highly recommend you set something up like this. I am going to be tracking, every 500 words or 1,000 words that I do on my calendar, but this, seeing your daily total, I felt a lot better about my progress last year because of this tracking sheet. I kept track of all my 0 days, and I had not very many. And so even though I fell behind a little bit here and there, I did very well. Kept up with it. It's a good way to see how far behind you are, because I have what total you're supposed to have, and then my total. And you can see at this point I was behind. I had 16,500. It was supposed to be 16,670. So I was behind like 170 words. So this year I have that set up as well. There it is. I'm going to be writing in my totals and then my daily count, and I'm gonna keep going. Get excited, get pumped, get ready. We are like at the starting line, ready to go, ready to go. Okay, I gotta just calm down. I will see you probably tomorrow to see how this craziness worked out. Good luck tonight. My thoughts are with all of you. Have fun. But last year I did, ooh, I bumped you. And I think, I do think sometimes.